Let's get these parties started.
Now then, kids, where were we? Have you ever done a poo so large it not only hurts to pass but creates a splash so large toilet water shoots up from your now stretched rectum? As a matter of fact, I have. Back in 2007, I used to work with this paper mill company, and they had an old concession stand sitting out yonder that they used to sell fish sticks on. I used to eat those fish sticks non-stop. And sooner or later, it got to where I wasn't shitting no more. And then that kind of turned out to have some bad results. So anywho, yes, I've had that, and I don't like remembering it. Why can't bad poopers learn that they suck? Why? You can one-star them telling they suck, and why? Blah, 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 blah. That's called hard-headedness, my man. Hard-headedness. Man, what video game systems do I own? Oh, shit. Let me take a look here. I've got a Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch. I got the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Advance, SP, all those. I got the NES, Super Nintendo, 64, Atari, Genesis, PS1 and 2, Xbox, Xbox 360, and finally, my little purple GameCube, which is my favorite. I really wish the GameCube would have got bigger than it was, because it was a neat-looking console and had the coolest controller on God's green earth. My Super Nintendo and original Xbox do not work. Both of them are broke. I need to replace both of them. Do I like anime? I used to when I was a kid. Of course, back then I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was strangely animated cartoons. There was a movie in particular I really liked. It was called The Secret of the Seal or something like that. I looked for it in my closet a while back because I wanted to rip it and poop it, but I can't find it for the life of me. If anybody has that tape, I want it, okay? The last anime cartoon I remember getting into was the old Pokemon show back in the early days of it. In fact, I downloaded one of those old Pokemon shows to poop. Take a wild fucking guess which one it was. I'll give you a hint. The jokes are there, I just need to do it. God, I suck. Which brings me to my next question. Are you a closet furry? Whoever said I was in a closet? Get out of there, you unoriginal persona, you! There might have been a lemon party in there. You could have been killed. What are your thoughts on giant tentacle monsters? Giant tentacle monsters? Same guy also wants to know, what advice can I give new poopers? Phew, that's hard to say. Well, just take a good look at what the good poopers do. And then after you do that, I guess you could, watch my top 10 video to get a good idea of what you shouldn't do. And then you should pretty much be set. And if you're having too much trouble with Movie Maker, you can try Vegas or something. And if you don't like that, you can go back to Movie Maker. It doesn't matter to me. Do you consider yourself a connoisseur of poop? And so, if you can explain the difference between a fad and a meme, there is none. And finally, would you still consider it a poop if the producer has an ulterior motive beyond in before shit cakes?
Do what?
Let's try that one later. Will you grab my dick? If you can give me a perfectly good explanation or reason other than the fact that you're homosexual why I should grab your dick, then I will probably consider it and bring it to my Oval Office for examination. Though under normal circumstances, me not being a fan of the male genitalia, no, I will not grab your dick. Do blue apricorns give you blue balls? Well, I researched this and I found, well, I'm enjoying the fingerprint reader on my Toshiba, so no, they don't give me blue balls. Is it old? It's always was. What was the name of that guy who did that thing one time? His name was Jake E. Lee. Who inspired you to make poops? Walrus Guy inspired me to make poops. Actually, you, Pilly10, the rest of the guys at PoopTube inspired me to make better ones. Why am I even doing this? I don't know why you're doing it. I guess you're bored or something. I'm doing it just because it seems to be working. First thing I've ever done that's ever really took off, so I'm just doing it because people expect me to do it now. What am I rolling in, okay? My pride and joy is a 72 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Woo, doggies. I've spent every dime I own trying to restore this old thing, but it's been worth every penny. When I'm not putting that around, I'm putting around in an old 91 Chevrolet truck. This ain't it, but it looks kind of like that. Do you not like overused horses because they're old and wore out, or were you just not big on them in the first place? Well, I'm gonna be honest, the sources were cool to begin with, and that's how they got famous. But, you know, like you said, they just got old and wore out, and people just started doing the same old jokes with them, and then it just got to where, ugh. Just take, for instance, the early I Am Mean poops. Everybody did the I've got a little penis joke. And because of that and other kind of dumb jokes like that, everybody just kind of said, this source sucks. Of course, I disagree with them. I still like I Am Mean, to be honest. I have at least 20 ideas for that few seconds you just saw right now. Bought anything fancy these past few months? Actually, I have. I bought some Fancy Feast for my sweet little dear old cat. I'll tell you, them damn pussies will eat anything. What is an analog poop? Analog poop is an old term that YouTube used to use for Windows Movie Maker poops. Because of the Windows Movie Maker poops kind of weird, strange, old-fashioned feel to it. But it could also apply to VHS poops, even though there's a very minuscule amount of VHS poopers. But yeah, it has nothing to do with the source. No, Raddock. How do you speed up and slow down videos in Vegas? I'm not gonna laugh at you, I had this same problem when I first got Vegas. Here's what you do. You know when you click on an audio track, the side of one, and it turns into that funky little icon? Well, when you got it looking like that, hold the CTRL, the control button, you know. While you got that held down, go ahead and hold down the left click button too. And then start moving it left or right. The smaller you make the file, the faster it'll go. The longer you stretch it, the slower it gets. After a while, you'll get used to it. And also, you can click on that audio track when it gets highlighted, and you can press either the plus or the minus to pitch shift it. Oh, and you just push S to split a video. Now get either 80s or electric. Oh, and here's something I need to clear up. Why do you hate men with 10 toes, you monster? I don't know where y'all getting this from. I never said I hated man with 10 toes. I just said I didn't like his source. Darn. You are randomly guessing I'm from Alabama. You're close there, buddy. About 2 states off. I'm from South Louisiana. Born and raised around the Covington-Mandeville area. That's where all the people who couldn't stand New Orleans run off to live. How much does Sony Vegas cost? Vegas? Cost? Why don't you make an album with that sexy voice you have? I did! It was terrible. I deleted it from the internet. May no one ever find it. You know what? I am highly surprised I didn't get 100 of these. I only got 2 of them, and CJ Flows was one of them. Would you ever have sex with a cat? A real one? No. Do you speak French or know someone who does? I know many a person who speaks a little bit of French, but I ain't that far South Louisiana, so no. I love how everybody thinks that guys from Louisiana all speak French and have fan boats and are Catholic. I ain't none of them. I mean, if you met me, you'd think like that other kid. You'd think I was like from Alabama or Mississippi or something. But hey, makes me different. Yay! Oh, hi, dual screen. Who would be your dream girl and why? Oh, Lord. Let's not get me started on this now. Well, Lita Ford would be nice if she wasn't 100 years old now. Well, never mind. I tried the best I could not to go on some big hoo-ha about her, but I guess I'm gonna have to. I get my Sabby pics from various places, but the best place to get most of them are Eric Schwartz's unofficial site. I think it's called like the Sabrina Online Mirror Archives or something along that lines. As for the more interesting ones, you're on your own. Or you could ask Jake Still to PM you his hard drive. Ah! Do you think Twisted Metal should be used more as a poop source, and why? Oh, fuck yeah, Twisted Metal! Woo! If there was ever a video game that mastered the beautiful art of driving and shooting all in one game, yes, it's Twisted Metal. The gameplay, those funky cutscenes, everything should be used in poop more. My favorite is Part 2, and I love Part 1 and the other ones, but it's all good, man. It all needs to be pooped. What do I see in the future of YouTube poop or whatever? I see more shit uploaded to YouTube. YouTube poop is put in this little bitty corner in YouTube that's set way away from the rest of the crowd where nobody can see them. But that barrier is steadily breaking and poop is starting to make its way through. Sooner or later, we will get recognized. And hell, There may be poop partners coming soon, and we'll all have to talk about how they're overrated and pick shit on them. And I await that with great praise. Well, that's it, everybody. I appreciate y'all bringing your questions in. And just because I didn't answer it today on this Q&A doesn't mean I won't answer it on the show someday. So anyway, see y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Paper Doll Man, Docking Rules, fucking skunk, all the shit I say at the end. I'm out of time. See y'all.